Hi, I'm Matthew Lonergan. I'm an architect with Jitterbit, the hyperautomation company. In today's demonstration, we're going to show you the benefits of using automation to vastly speed up the quote approval process for a company. So in this case, I'll be a salesperson. I get an RFQ. The RFQ is from a company we don't know. I'll create an account for that prospect and I'll generate a quote. Once I get the quote, that quote will automatically be sent to D&B Finance Analytics to Decision Maker. Decision Maker will make an evaluation and say, well, we're either going to approve, decline, or this needs more of a look. In this case, it will need more of a look, and the credit manager at my company is going to need to make a decision based on what they learned from D&B and their personal information that they have about it. Once the quote is approved, it's going to be sent back to two places. First place is back to the salesperson who's eagerly awaiting a decision so that they can get the business. And also a notification about the company along with the credit status will be sent to the ERP so that if the quote's accepted, the company's ready to supply. In this demonstration, I'm going to be acting the part of the salesperson who has received a request for quotation from Gorman Manufacturing Company. Now, as the salesperson, I took a quick look in Dynamics 365 CRM and noticed that that account is new. So we're going to go ahead and add it as a prospect, add some information about Gorman, and save that as a new account. Once we have that account instantiated, I can put an opportunity against that account to reflect what they need. In this case, what they need is ink reservoirs. Now the opportunity is created, we can start adding products into it. Price list we're working from is the printer supplies price book. Great. We can add products from that price book. The one we're looking for are the large ink reservoirs. Price per unit is $300, and the RFQ states that they're going to need 60 of them. Now we have the items we need to create the quote. I can go ahead and hit the new quote button. It'll pull that information in from the first two tabs, and I can take a review of this. Now, normally, if you didn't have the automation we are demonstrating, at this point, you'd have to, as the salesperson, send a notice to the credit manager and ask them to review the quote, make sure that the company, Gorman, can pay it if they go ahead and buy. That process can take an hour, several hours, or days. And what we're really looking for is one of three things. Go ahead and approve it, go ahead and decline it, or go ahead and approve it. However, we're going to have to make an exception because of something the credit manager knows. Now, because of that delay, as any salesperson will tell you, time kills all deals. They could lose that to a competitor. With automation instead, what I'm going to do is hit the save and close button on this quote. What that will do is send an active notification to the credit manager, who will be able to, if they need to, react, or because they have D&B Finance Analytics, they can use the workflow to automatically respond in one of those three categories. So we go ahead and look at finance analytics in this case to see what happened. So the credit application is approved, but the decision maker in this case, the credit manager, is going to need to make a personal note into it. They've done some research, the credit manager has, and even though the credit limit recommended by D&B is $4,850, he knows that that company is going to be good for a larger amount. So he's not going to change the credit terms. What he's going to do instead is straight up approve it. And he's going to do that because he discovered a few things. The D&B rating is strong and that positive score trends exist. As soon as he approves this quote, then automation picks up again. So instead of an email chain or anything along those lines, a message gets sent in a couple of places. The first place it gets sent is to Dynamics 365 ERP, in this case, Business Central. And if I look for Gorman, not Gortman, but Gorman, you'll notice that not only is the company information there, but also the D&B status, etc. The other place that information went is back to CRM. So if I look at the summary now, instead of draft status, I have all the information I need as a salesperson to get that quote out. So this process with the automation is likely to cost minutes at most. And that way, you are one of the first, or I'm one of the first as a salesperson to get that RFQ satisfied and get that business. Thanks for watching. My name's Matthew Lonergan, and I work for Jitterbit, the hyperautomation company.